Hello, honey roses. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for being here. Welcome to Milk Honey Rose. I am Mystic Alchemy. Good day, good afternoon, good evening to you, depending on where you are in the world, honey. Okay. All right. So I'm getting this energy where someone feels like they had a lot of growing to do, and I feel like they've been taking the time out to do that, and I think they've done some fast healing because this just started burning really quickly out of nowhere. Usually when I do that, it doesn't burn that fast. So there's something about this person having a high level of passion for you, as well as is doing it again. You make them want to get it right quickly. Like, let me do this right. Oh my goodness, what? It's going too fast. Hello? It keeps happening. Oh my. Wait. Oh my goodness, it's like going too fast. Yeah, but someone was stuck in the matrix thought process. They was thinking like a robot a little bit. Okay? Not a little bit, it was a lot. It was a lot of it. They was thinking like a robot. They didn't mean to though. They realized that that's not hot. Okay? They realized it just in time, I'm hearing. There's this energy about someone being with certain people for the look of it, but not for the feel of it, not for the real in it. It's like, oh, I'm gonna just be with this person because they have something that society likes. Okay? It doesn't matter what it is. Like whatever you can think of that people would go for, even though they don't really necessarily truly like that, whatever it is, but there's something that they were doing for the look of it and for the clout and for like the attention. Okay, this person may have been like in attention seeking energy to where, okay, they was really feeling you, but they chose someone else because that other person met that stereotype. I don't want to say stereotype. They met the standards of a certain category of person, like someone that is more acceptable from a societal standpoint as opposed to reality. That's what it's giving. Like someone who's just with someone just because of what they do for a living, how much money they make, how they dress, something like that. But they don't really vibe with the person. There's no real connection there. It's really fake. But this person felt as though that was the best thing to do, to hold up some type of falsehood. But it's like it feels like a false identity. What else? Upholding some type of reputation, but it's just not real though. It's not real. I'm drawing for these cards first, my little DIY deck. So let's see. I don't want to get too many cards out of here, but I did pick up the whole stack, so it's a big stack of cards. But let me see what comes out first. It feels like this person feels bad about the choice that they made because they weren't in the right mind. You know, we've all been born here, you know, in these ways of the world that have already been prior to us existing in this lifetime. So we have to learn to navigate this space to not be what we have been taught. So this person has been taught a certain way of being, so they kind of just were still there even as an adult, and they needed a wake-up call. And there's something about you were the wake-up call because they realized the difference in you and how much they enjoy you and spending time with you. But because they chose to choose the ways of the world instead of the godliness within them, instead of following the like divine alignment, they realize how unhappy they are with this person that one may call like a trophy husband or a trophy wife, but really not. They don't really have they don't have chemistry, okay? Is what I'm getting. Okay, let's see. The sensuality in you makes me fall deeply in love with you. So the person that they chose, there's something different about your sensuality, how you display your sensuality, how you express it. It's different, and I feel that they see the difference between the two. There's something also here the Spirit is giving me about you having sacred energy. I am sorry, please forgive me. Okay, you see how the energy is coinciding with the download? Because it's literally saying sorry, and I feel like this person does feel apologetic towards you. Now they're feeling very like affectionate towards you is what I'm feeling with this card coming out at the bottom. And that card says, wait, I wrote it all crazy, hold on. Okay, so it says, you're the sweet, kinky chocolate to my strawberry. The sweet, kinky chocolate. Okay. This person feels more affectionate towards you because they're recognizing who you are now. Now, this is something that happens to people a lot because it's like being double-minded. It is being double-minded because you're in society, you're trying to find yourself, you're trying to recognize who you truly are. And when you recognize who you truly are, then you wake up to what it is that you desire as opposed to what you feel other people want you to do, as opposed to what you truly want in your heart. And the quicker you wake up to who you truly are and what you want, you start to realize how slow everybody is around you and how like people just don't get it. And it helps you to be more confident in your differences, because when you have a bunch of bots walking around you and they pointing the fingers at you like something's wrong with you, when in reality you're the one that's awake and that can see the truth, that could be intimidating if you are in that energy of wanting to fit in to a certain group. But once you realize that most people don't have it together and they don't understand, they have no understanding, you don't care about being different because you realize that's what I'm supposed to be. So I feel like that's where this person is in their life right now. They're like, oh, this is what I'm supposed to be. I'm supposed to be me. You know, I'm supposed to be myself. This is the right thing for me to do, is be myself. And this person feels bad for like, not only they don't only feel bad for how they treated you and how they just like, I don't know if they ghosted you or how they did you, but they could have ghosted you. But once they did and they realized who they were with as opposed to who you are to them and how you made them truly feel, they feel like a fool. They feel like they fooled themselves for a perspective that doesn't even support them, which is crazy because when you think about it, the ways of society are very selfish because they it's really about upholding a certain idea so that you can be stuck in a perpetual karmic cycle. That's what the ways of the world do to you. They create this cycle of bad decisions and influence that's not beneficial to you. So they realized that they were stuck in that cycle because they weren't really following how they truly felt. They were following the environment as opposed to themselves. So they feel bad not just for how they treated you, but for how they treated themselves. Because they really betrayed themselves by betraying you. I'm drawn to these cards right here. Let me see. So this person feels bad. That's what I'm getting. And I'm just getting this energy like they're hoping that you do forgive them so that they can tell you how you've truly made them feel a sense of greatness within themselves for helping them to see. You may not have even realized that you have helped them in such a way, but you just being a real person and being genuine with your love, it helped them to see the difference between you and the cookie cutter girlfriend or boyfriend that they were with. They were with a cookie cutter person. You know what that means. You know how you go to certain like a cul-de-sac or like a certain place where there's like a neighborhood and all of the homes look the same? That's what cookie cutter means. So this person ended up with a cookie cutter, and then they see you're totally different. You're like, you stick out like the sun in the dark, okay? And now they feel foolish. They don't want the cookie cutter. They are not interested. They're realizing how boring that is. It is boring. Because why would you want somebody that just look like everybody else? And then you know that anybody that's willing to look like everybody else, there's like a certain aspect of their personality that they haven't even found. So they with somebody that hasn't really recognized themselves in this world. It's fine to like things, don't get me wrong. It's fine to like what you like, and of course other people may have it too, but it's how you do it. It's how you put it together, and it doesn't represent you is the thing, okay? This person sees that you represent yourself because you're being yourself. And this person loves that about you. And they just feel foolish because now they're recognizing truths. This is a past life lover. You have known this person before. It is a soulmate from a past lifetime. Y'all know this is real, right? This past life thing, when you feel that feeling that you ain't never felt before, that's a sign, that's a signal that that's somebody that you've known in another lifetime. Your soul will tell you so. They are the one. Oh my goodness, the way the cards are coming out, that's so good. Okay? You have already met the romantic partner you seek, okay? So they already know, they know that there's something special about you. Now, this person might not be that deep into spirituality to know anything about past lives, past life loves and stuff like that. However, they know that there's something special about you, and they know that deep down inside they already deemed you as theirs. Because I feel as though people know when there's something special about a person, and you get pegged. You get pegged just like like somebody marks you with their energy. Like, and they say that person is my person. Now, as long as both individuals do the right thing, then the true gift is coming together. But if somebody doesn't do right, then they won't be able to come together. So both individuals must be healed before they can actually come together in this lifetime and have a beautiful life together. But that is dependent on the two and how they handle themselves, okay? Make the effort. See, that's about what I was just saying. In order for past life loves to come together, they must both make the effort to make the change to improve themselves, to be ready for one another. Because the love is so real and so pure that you have to be prepared for that kind of thing, because otherwise somebody will mess it up. This love is worth taking risks. You are called to move forward. So the risk is not being afraid, because many times when it comes to this past life, love is so strong. Oh my. Oh my. It's so strong that it could be very frightening, because both of you will feel things you've never felt before, and it's going to be like a shock to your body. Okay, like a cold shower, and you know those are good for you. It'll be like a shot to the body, okay? So, let's see what's behind here. Reconciliation, you see? Reconciling from the past life. Someone from your past is or will be returning to your life soon. So this person is coming back to you because they're realizing how much they love you and how foolish they would be not to come towards you, because they already feel foolish. They're already kicking themselves in the tail. You know, I just heard, like, one could say, I told you so. However, instead, it's more so like, I'm proud of you. Instead of I told you so, it's like, I'm proud of you for recognizing the truth. I am, I'm proud of you, but there's something else I want to say. I no longer have a reason to be disappointed in you. I'm proud of you, and I no longer have a reason to be disappointed in you. Because you could have known that this person is someone from a past life, like a romance or a lover or your husband or your wife from a past life. But this person may not have known, because I was getting this energy where they don't, with that twin flame situation, if you believe in it, I mean, I get it. Even though I don't rep it like that, I really like saying twin soul because it makes more sense to me. But that twin flame, it's the same thing, really, the idea of it. But one is not as healed as the other. And the one that is healed is placed there not only for reconciliation of love and ascension, but it's also to help their person, help their twin soul see their truth, like the truth about who they truly are. Because there's many earth angels that walk this earth and don't know that they're earth angels. But because of how they conduct themselves and how they handle people, you'll be able to tell who they are. But in the dark, when nobody's looking, they do some things that you would never think that they do. But that's just because they're going through life without understanding the spiritual aspect of themselves and how what they do can truly affect them on a soul level. So that's why I like calling it twin souls, because the soul that is the twin of the one who needs healing will be able to reflect the truth that person needs to see in order for them to ascend and become a better version of themselves, to feel happy and to actually enjoy life. Because the twin soul who still needs healing and doesn't even know, and they still moving and ducking and dodging and being real loose goosey outside, it's like they won't know unless somebody tells them, because their environment is filled with certain activities that they are indulging in, so it seems normal. However, that lifestyle is not normal. It actually does make a person sad, because when you're dealing with a bunch of people that have entities attached to them, they suck from you, they take from you spiritually, and then you wonder why you're not moving forward. And it's because these people are siphoning from your creative flow, that good energy, and it's just for the thrill. There's no intention behind the encounters, okay? Especially when it comes to, one night stands and things like that. I think people forget about the power of that root energy, that Kundalini energy. That's magic. You don't want to it's like giving your magic away. That's why so many people have trouble tapping into their creativity, because they keep giving their magic away, and they don't realize that if they choose to be, not unless there's someone who preys on people and they just stealing people's energy, that goes into a whole nother thing. That's a whole nother topic. But other than that, if it's solely for the thrill, you lose a part of yourself. You do. And people don't think about that. They don't know about that. They think it's not true. They think it's not real, because we've been led to believe that. However, those who take time to understand spirituality and how magical that root is, how magical the energy is, they would know to treat their temple better, you know? And once you know, it's like an obligation to do right by yourself and with your divine alignment. So I feel like this person is now in that place where they know better, so they're going to do better. And they're going to come to you ready to reconcile and tell you how much you mean to them. The sensuality in you makes me fall deeply in love with you, because how you love is so different from anybody that they've been with, because all of these individuals are just like, it's just about, there's no intention. That's the thing. Every time they're with somebody, there's absolutely no intention in what they do, and they just out here doing stuff. And it's like nobody makes sense to this person anymore. It's like, what is the point of even dealing with these people, because they don't even have no life in them. They don't have no, if you're not growing and moving towards growth and ascension, you are walking around like a zombie, and zombies are not alive. So there's so many lifeless people that walk this earth, and this person is someone who has life in them, but they didn't realize that their life was being sucked out of them by being tricked into the ways of the world by mistake, thinking that they were supposed to be with a certain type of person, knowing that that person didn't wholly or fulfill them from a place of wholeness. Did I just say that person wasn't holy? So they were dealing with and dealing around individuals that don't treat their temple as sacred. They don't cherish themselves. They don't love themselves enough to work on themselves. They don't love themselves enough to work on healing themselves. And then it caused them to feel bad, and they didn't know why. That's why. Just remember, even outside of this relationship with this person for you, just know how powerful your sexual energy is. It's very powerful. It's your magic. And when you are careful with it and you maintain it and you give it tender love and care, the divine gives back to you when you do that, because that's, you see, to be sacrificial in such a way when it comes to your sexual energy, it's like how can I say what I'm thinking? That's like an investment spiritually, okay? Because it's so powerful, you want it so bad, that's a sacrifice. Because that energy, it could catch you. It could catch you, and you feel like you can't control yourself sometimes. So to be able to have the discipline to tame that beast, because that's a beast right there. Okay, that's a beast. To be able to tame that beast, it shows your true spiritual strength, and you get rewarded for that. You get rewarded for that because you start to tap into spiritual gifts that have been dormant inside of you that you didn't even know was there. And this person is realizing, oh, you're the person I'm supposed to be with. I'm supposed to be with you. I'm not supposed to be with all these scallywags with so many tags on their back, because they've been getting tagged by everybody. I heard poked and stroked by too many. Poked and stroked by too many. Okay? And that's not the tune that they want to be on. That's not the frequency that they want to be on. But they're realizing it now. They just didn't know. You see, there's so many things that we do it, and we do it because we don't know any better. So when you come from a place of understanding, when you, as an earth angel, when you handle people like this, it's really good to allow people to understand their own journey instead of like judging them, because we all have to understand ourselves. It is difficult to learn who you truly are when you have been taught to be a certain way. It's confusing. And I feel like this person, they finally see what it truly is. Now let me get an angel message to end this off. They truly see what it is that they're meant to do, and that's to be with you. And then everything else pans out after that. What does it say? Acceptance. Yes, they've accepted They're ready to be showered with abundance. And they're ready to shower you with abundance. They're able to be themselves with you with this child coming out, acceptance and shower of abundance. There's something also here about them possibly wanting to create something with you or have a child with you, because they're noticing that there's not many people that they could trust to work with like that. So they trust you enough to ask. They're going to ask you. They've been praying for you, okay? They've been, let me just say they've been communicating to God about you, you know? Because I feel like prayer without action and prayer without understanding your own power is like dead. So it's kind of like a thing where when you communicate to your spirit family and to your ancestors, that makes more sense to me, because you work together with them. I feel like many people have like these empty prayers and they don't put nothing to it. It's like they just expect to pray, oh, please, God, give me this. But God is like, you can have it if you want it, just do the work and I'll help you. It's like we're supposed to work together with spirit. It's not like, oh, just ask and then it falls on your lap. It doesn't work that way. So that's like kind of misleading. So I feel like they've been communicating with their ancestors about you. They've been communicating to God directly about you to say, like, this is what I want. Am I ready for this? What can I do to improve myself so that I can be who I need to be in order to make this relationship work? It feels like that type of energy. They've accepted their healing. They've accepted the fact that they're realizing it, and they're realizing and acknowledging that there's work for them to do on themselves, and they've been doing it. So now they're going to be showered with the abundance, which is the gift of having you in their life. Because when they come to you, they're going to be so pure and sincere with their words that you're not going to want to refuse them. You're not going to have a desire to, because you're going to believe them, and you want them to come towards you because you know who this person is to you. Relationship. You're thinking that this person is not going to come back towards you because the relationship is in reverse. You feel like this person is a lost cause. You feel like, I don't even know, like it is what it is. You're just living your life. But little do you know, this person is about to pop out. Yep. They're about to take action. Yeah, and that's the truth. Look, change is about to take place. Oh, look. Ended off with the 10 of Cups. Oh my goodness. And the High Priestess. What a wonderful way to end this reading. Wow. This person truly healed, and they truly recognized what they needed to see. Not about only themselves, but about you too. You are where they're meant to be. Okay? Everything you do, do it with love. If you would like to book a healing conversation with me, or purchase any readings, or purchase any of my books, you can. Just visit www.milkhoneyRose.org to do so. And join the membership. I'd appreciate if you do support me, okay? And you'll find additional love readings there, as well as extended readings when I decide to do them, okay? And I will see you in the next one.